New overnight, a crazy scene on the Cherry Creek Trail in Denver, just south of Downing. Our photojournalist Foster Gaines sent us these pictures around 10:45 last night. You can see a car on its side on the path below the road there. Right now, we're working to find out how this happened and if anyone was hurt. We will keep you updated.
Yeah, it's a scary situation. Well, today, people living on the streets will start moving into Denver's newest micro community. These 60 tiny homes are on Santa Fe Drive near iLift. They have a bed and desk inside, and there are bathrooms, kitchens, and trash services on site. Leaders expect every bed to be filled by the end of the week. The city initially had trouble finding a spot for this micro community, and they admit this area is not perfect.
There's a big concern about pushing people out of downtown and bringing them into other neighborhoods like this beautiful neighborhood of Overland, and how that's going to impact such a small community. There's no RTD access here. There's no grocery store in this neighborhood, things like that.
The city says the community will also offer wraparound services and a pathway to permanent housing. That includes employment services and help for those struggling with mental health and addiction.
This morning, the fight for residents of one of Denver's mobile home parks to own the land they live on is nearly over.
That's right. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live from Westwood Mobile Home Park this morning. Courtney, the residents just got through a major milestone.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Jordan and Corey. The residents here have actually been celebrating since last fall when they finally got enough support to be able to purchase their mobile home park themselves. But on Monday, another piece of the puzzle came together when City Council approved $2.6 million in a loan from the Department of Housing Stability. Now, back in July of 2022, this mobile home park went up for sale, putting the residents who've lived here for 10, 15, some of them more than 20 years at risk for displacement. The price tag was $11.5 million. Since then, with the help of nonprofits, Justice for the People Legal Center, and Sharing Connection, the residents organized to buy the park themselves. Residents who live here hope they can be a model for other mobile home parks at risk of gentrification.
Estamos muy contentos porque no nos van a quitar esta historia que tiene el condado del lado de Westwood, conocer nuestra iniciativa.
And the sale of the mobile home park is expected to close at the end of the month. Residents will then decide if they want to become a land trust or a co-op. And what's great about both of those options is that it puts the land ownership in the hands of the residents, which guarantees them stability and affordability. Corey, Jordan.
And this is a process that Courtney's been following for more than a year. So, Courtney, we appreciate the update this morning. Thank you.
Today, Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Colorado. We don't know a whole lot about her trip yet, except for the fact that she's holding an event in Denver's Rhino neighborhood. The vice president is planning to talk about small business and the economy. This will be Harris's fourth visit to Colorado since taking office in 2021.
In less than an hour, polls open in Georgia's primary election. President Biden and former President Trump could both clinch each of their party's nominations after this election today. Now, regardless of the numbers, Biden and Trump are pretty much guaranteed to get the nomination for president.
Taking a live look right now at Washington, D.C., where Congress is working on a bill to ban TikTok in the U.S. A vote is set for tomorrow, but now lawmakers are getting some pushback against the bill. TikTok and the ACLU both say a ban would be a violation of First Amendment rights, including free speech. Lawmakers say they wrote the bill in the first place because they're concerned about how much data TikTok's parent company collects. That company is based in China. If the bill passes, TikTok would have about 5 months to break from its parent company. President Biden says if the bill makes it to his desk, he will sign it. New data is showing just how much time kids spend on screens, but they're also concerned about their own parents.
Yeah, Pew did the research for this study, and it shows a big difference between what parents and kids think is happening. 31% of parents say that they get distracted by their phones when having a conversation with their kids, but 46% of teenagers reported that happening.
Do you think your mom realizes when she's on your phone or if she's distracted in a conversation or anything like that?
I don't think she thinks it's I think she thinks it's less than it definitely is, because I think it's a good bit, and I think she would say it would be lower than what it actually is.
What do you say, Mom?
Okay, it's probably true.
I think if we're all being honest, that probably happens to a lot more of us than we realize. The study also looked at how kids feel about their phones. Nearly 3/4 of teens say they feel peaceful without their phones, but 44%, including some teens in that previous stat, also said they feel anxious when they don't have their phones.
It's 6:07 right now. Tax day is just over a month away, and today the IRS is launching a new direct file program in 12 states. Colorado is not one of them, but if the pilot goes well, it could expand. The program is an online tax prep tool that lets people file their taxes for free. It's supposed to be an alternative for services like TurboTax that charges fees. Those companies have been pushing back against this, saying they already offer free options. Now, while that program isn't available here yet, there are some resources to help you file your taxes in Colorado. A few of them we're going to pull up right now on your screen. 211colorado.org has a few different options up on its website, including a way to find a tax preparation site near you and another way to file for free. There's also taxhelpco.org, which partners with the United Way. It has a map online to help you find free tax sites where you can file in person.
Any help with my taxes is accepted. Well, President Biden says he wants to raise taxes on billionaires. During a speech yesterday, Biden said he'd like to tax them 25%.
You know how much that would raise over the next 10 years? $400 billion. $40 billion a year. Imagine what we could do. From cutting the deficit to providing for child care, to providing health care, to continue to provide our military with all they need.
Biden says there are 1,000 billionaires in the U.S. right now.
And one thing you want to know about the weather, we're seeing some snow developing for the high country. We've got clear skies over the eastern plains, but if you look to the west, those are the clouds moving in ahead of the next storm that's heading our way, and it could be a big one. Cloudy skies today, but it will be mild with temperatures from Aurora all the way north to Greeley, mostly in the 60s.